Hi friends, and welcome to Beauty Boomer. My name is Rose, and if you're here for the first time, thank you so much. And if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, thanks again. I really appreciate it. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about this makeup palette. It is called Born to Run. Last weekend I tried to make a vlog and it was an epic fail, so you're not going to see that. But I went to Ulta Beauty in my neighborhood, and they were having a representative from Urban Decay there. And so I had her do my eyes with this palette. I was kind of on the fence with this palette when I came out because it released, I don't know, I think May or June. And it just didn't scream summer, right? It screams, to me it screams fall. These are fall colors. And so I thought, I'm just going to wait. And if I'm still attracted to the palette come the end of summer, then I'll pick it up. And so I had enough points at Ulta that I was able to get this for free. Well, you know, I paid for it, but you know what I mean. I had the points. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to get this palette. One thing I wanted to talk about with, you know, beauty influencers and makeup channels and things like that, I feel like it gets to be a little much, all the product releases. As somebody who makes videos, and my videos are for women of a certain age, and if you're younger and you're watching, thank you. I really appreciate it. But I certainly am not, I'm not what I would call a makeup collector. I have a small... maybe I have under 10 palettes, so I don't consider myself a collector. What I like to do is to find one palette for the summer, one for the winter, kind of to, you know, that's going to carry me through, because palettes do have expiration dates. So even though, you know, they still look great, because how can you even make a dent in any of these things before they expire, unless you know, go heavy-handed and ham on them and use them every day. I'm retired, so there are a lot of days I don't even put makeup on. But my point is, I want to show you what you can do with one palette. So what I think I'm going to do with this palette is, maybe for the next 4 weeks or so, I will show you, I will be doing different looks with this palette. Now, I might not always be doing a tutorial, but all my looks will be done with this palette. There was another palette that I did order though, and that should be coming in by Monday, and that is the Wants palette by Makeup Revolution and Emily Noel. Emily Noel is a beauty influencer who's been on this platform for, I think, somewhere between 9 and 11 years. She is one of the OG beauty influencers. She has never compromised herself. She has never gotten all caught up in the codes and the, you know, endorsing brands she didn't believe in or anything like that. I really believe she's a true blue girl. And I really like her. And so I did order her collab that she just did with Makeup Revolution. This is her first experience, I believe, where she was involved in choosing all the colors and putting the actual palette together, and I really want to support her. And that palette will be comes in at $20. Okay, this one was almost $50. I believe it was $49. So maybe I'll do some comparisons. They do have some similar colors. And I'll probably go back and forth, because I'm not running out every week and buying the latest, greatest, newest thing. And I don't think that there are a lot of people who can afford to do that. You know, unless you know, are working. I would hate to think that anybody's going into debt buying makeup. But there is a lot of pressure on beauty influencers to always have the latest and greatest. And one thing I've learned since being on YouTube is you don't really have to do that. When you look at people who are real artists, like John McClane, he's not pushing makeup on you. He's showing you how to use makeup. He uses the same products over and over again. And I really appreciate that, because I'm certainly not a person that can run out and get the latest and greatest products. I do like to stay on trend with my looks, that's for sure. But I also want to be conscious of my viewers that, you know, we may be older. If you're in my age range, my husband's considering retiring in the next few years. So, you know, we'll be on a fixed income, and, you know, how do you work that, you know? So I think it's very important to pick up tips and tricks along the way that you can use what you have. I'm seeing releases. The holidays are coming, so I'm seeing big releases from a lot of major companies. Full brush sets are coming up, more palettes, more lipstick collections and things like that. But I'm going to ask you to look in your stash and see, what do you really need? What's working for you and what's not working for you? If it's not working for you, pass it on. Either donate it, give it away, or toss it, you know. There's no need to keep these things in your life that aren't working. And that includes people. A lot of people have been talking a lot about the drama that has been in the beauty community on YouTube. And sometimes people come into your life and they're there for a long time. Sometimes people come into your life and they're there for a short time. And you know, it's just a part of life. There doesn't have to be somebody right and somebody wrong. And, you know, it doesn't help the situation when we point fingers and blame. But I know a lot of things have gone down in the last 2 weeks that have been discouraging, you know. And I see for myself, I want to chime in on Twitter, and sometimes I feel like, wow, is this good for my soul? You know, I really have to ask myself, and to be a little bit more conscious of the comments and things that I post online. As far as, am I being positive? Am I showing my true self and a way that is going to empower anyone? Or am I just putting my 2 cents into a situation that really doesn't even concern me? So I've had to do some soul searching as well in this time. And so without any further ado, let's move on. Let's move on to this palette. I think what I'll do is just do one eye on camera, and then we'll come back, finish and do the other eye off camera. I am going to list what I used in the comment section down in the drop box down below. So let's get started. I'm going to just go in the crease. I've already primed my lids, but I'm going to start off with this lightest shade, and I'm just going to put that all over as a base. So, and I'll do my other eye offline or off camera. So I'm feeling kind of colorful today, so I'm going to go in with this kind of peachy color. I'm going to mix these two together as my transition, and I'm just going to go in with this one. Hopefully, and I'm going to run a little bit of this under my lower lash line as well and connect that up. So now I'm going to, now that I have that done, I'm going to put in a little bit deeper in the crease and start building up the outer corner. And with that, I'm going to go down to this deeper rust shade right here. I'll pick that up. And I always tap my brush off because I did my foundation and everything off camera. So I've never been an eyes first person. I know that a lot of people do their eyes first and then their makeup, but so I just keep tapping into here, into this orangey color, and bring it in. I did see pumpkin spice Cheerios at the grocery store today. I was like, are you kidding me? I didn't even know that's a thing. Pumpkin spice is like, I mean, I like pumpkin pie, but I've never been a pumpkin spice latte girl. Don't hate me for that. So now I've built up the deepness here on my outer corner, and I've darkened the crease a little bit. I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush and just kind of meld these together so there's no line of demarcation. And just buff it out a little bit. and then drag it up on the corner. So now I'm going to go into this color Punk that's right below this orange, and I'm going to just put that on the outer corner. I'm going to switch to a little bit of a smaller brush, and I'm just going to pack that on, work it into the crease. So now we have some real dimension there. So we go from the lightest to the darkest. Now for the rest of my lid, I'm going to go in with this dark copper shimmer shade. So with my shimmers, I always use the MAC Fix Plus. I just find that it works better, gives you more payoff. And I'm going to pat that on. And then I'm going to go back in with my crease brush with a combination of these two and just blend that line. I'm just going to get this out of my way. So now I have this upper eye pretty much done, okay? I'm going to go in now with this darker orange and start doing the outer corner on the underneath. And then back in with the Punk. And really start smoking that out. And connecting that. Now I'm going to tight line this lash line. Go right in at the base of the lashes. Oh, I am going to do my other eye and I'll be right back. So I'm back. Here's my finished look. I hope you like it. It's a little bit more dramatic than I usually do. It's a nice deep coppery smoky eye. I really like it. I will list everything I used in the description box down below. I went ahead and finished my face. I used the Hoola Light as a contour bronzing. I used the MAC Warm Soul Blush, and I used the Pop Luxe Sex Life highlighter. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a story time on this soon. I'm just waiting to get something from him, and then I will tell you my experience. I hope everything is going great in your life. Remember, just use what you need, pass the rest on. Life is short. We don't want to be burdened down by things that no longer serve us. So I wish you well. God bless you. Love you. Bye.